Hello, welcome back to Water. My name is Beast. Today we're back with Kakenuke Seishun Sparking. I don't know why I suddenly started panel like that. Anyways, I'm not gonna faff around too much again today. I will only say one thing. Suddenly have a premonition. Because remember how her dad said, like, she should always be careful lest she, in carelessness, gets injured from lacking training? Either Nagiko or the main character are going to get hurt during this tournament. My guess is going to be that the main character gets hurt, and Nagiko feels bad for him getting injured. And that's also going to lead to the first HC because, like, well, he can't do it himself right now because of the injury, so she's gonna take care of him in the special needs department as well, or something like that. I think I've also almost used up the fucking gas in this lighter already. Look at how fucking small the flame is at this point. Might also just be because it's very low set. Oh no. Never mind. Anyways.
皆様、長らくお待たせいたしました。風見市の夏を盛り上げる海祭りが今年もいよいよ始まります。
With that, the beach festival was open.
いつもながら賑やかね。
They even got a big performance stage this year.
あちらでは海の家で食べ物もいろいろ売ってますね。サーフィン大会に出場するんじゃなければ食べ歩くんだけど、いい匂いがするからお腹が空いてきたわ。サーフィン大会の参加賞で食券がもらえますし、終わるまでの辛抱ですよ。
Yeah, I also question the fucking validity of eating a hearty meal right before a fucking surfing tournament. That sounds like it could go catastrophically wrong.
そうね。それに運動して汗をかいてからの方が美味しいだろうし。
There's something else. No nervous whatsoever. The Kazumi City Amateur Surfing Tournament was gonna start soon. We quickly got changed and we're waiting on standby.
ここまで来て緊張しても仕方ないじゃない。それにアマチュア大会でしょ。私たちと同じ初心者も多そうだし、下手でも悪目立ちはしなさそうだもの。
You do have a point though. I'm actually jealous of how simple-minded you are. I wasn't so convinced.
カイドウ先輩もあんまり緊張してなさそうですよね。
私？そうね。みんなの前で何かをするのは慣れてるから。さすがにこれだけの規模なのは経験ないけど、それでもまあ似たようなものだしね。
カイドウ先輩は合気道を教える方ですものね。ナギは演舞大会にも出てるしね。多くの人に見られる経験が豊富なんですね。
そんなところ。
No, you definitely had guts. Guess I couldn't stay nervous forever either.
でも、ナギが緊張してなさそうで安心したわ。私たちは賑やかしのようなものだけど、ナギは違うもの。目指せ上位入賞。ナギと青春部の名前を街中に轟かせるのよ。
ええ、任せて。ちゃんと入賞はして見せるから。
カイドウ先輩？
Nagiko's face suddenly died. Nagiko's face suddenly dyed a deep red.
ちょっとナギ、顔が真っ赤よ。急にどうしたのよ。
なんでもないから。
そうそれならいいけど。遠野先輩も顔が赤くなってるような。
That's your imagination, Hiragi.
わかりました。先輩がそう言うなら。
You can tell by the smile. She may have said that, but she doesn't believe a word he said. I remember the promise we made on our date the other day. My eyes met Nagiko's, and that was all it took to make us blush.
さあ、そろそろお待ちかねの時間。風見市主催アマチュアサーフィン大会の開催だ。
来た。いよいよね。
今日は天候にも波にも恵まれ絶好のサーフィン日和。 水着の美男美女の織りなす水上のステージ。アマチュア大会なので不慣れな参加者も多いが、そこはご愛嬌。もちろん大会を盛り上げるためにプロサーファーも招待しています。アマチュア選手による熱い戦いとプロサーファーのエキシビジョン、ぜひぜひ観客の皆様も楽しんでください。
プロもいるんですね。
こちらにいるのがそうでしょうか。肌も小麦色ですし、すごく上手そうです。
Oh, hey, senpai. Isn't that the same person who was on the cover of Surf Para? Everyone had that self-indulgent body. It was that female pro surfer I'd seen in videos and on the cover of surfing magazines.
You のエッチ。今、どこを見て判別したの？
You've got the wrong idea!
ふーん。まあ、いいけど。で、You、トーナの言ってた通りね。あの人、私が動画見せた人で間違いないと思う。
With how often she has to correct herself, just call him you all the time. Like, the entire reason was just like, call him you when you're alone was because, like, it'd be embarrassing to call him you anywhere else. But if you're gonna be slipping up every fucking time anyways, that doesn't fucking matter anymore! It's probably because Viki and the rest were around that she referred to me by my surname than simply you.
ナギも意地張らないで人前で言うって呼べばいいのにね。まだ初々しいのですね。
そこ、ちゃちゃ入れない。
Naiko's cheeks reddened when Viki and Kashima teased her. Oh, the ladies in our club sure were bald. They're gonna be bald until their own routes start, except for Ibiki, and 100% expect Ibiki to be constantly fucking at power. Shouldn't seem the least bit tense between them. How high do you have to place them in a prize?
入賞商品は5位まで用意されてるわね。時間の都合で1ヒート10分で1人ずつ。時間切れだけじゃなく、ボードから降りた時点で競技終了のある意味で一発勝負。つけ入る隙はあると思うけど、ミスも許されないのよね。
なんて顔してんのよ。ナギなら大丈夫。
そうですね。カイドウ先輩、頑張ってください。
私たちも応援してます。
もちろんよ。任せなさい。
おお、頼もしいな。
For sure. There was no need to be anxious about it. It would probably be impossible to be nervous whatsoever since this was all new to me, though. Not to be nervous, I mean. My only real option then was to make peace with my nerves. Make peace and relax. I practiced for this. Now I need to apply this newfound knowledge to the best of my ability.
まずはプロによる模範演技をご覧いただきましょう。普段は見られない妙技の数々。ぜひとも目に焼き付けてください。風見市主催アマチュアサーフィン大会ザ・エキシビジョン開幕です。
トーノ、見やすい場所に移動するわよ。
Sounds good. Naiko's eyes lit up when she heard a pro would be performing. She immediately sprung into action to try and secure a better viewing spot.
私たちもナギを追いましょう。
そうですね。プロの方々の演技なんてめったに見られませんし、楽しみです。
With that, we followed after Naiko and migrated to a better spot to watch the performance.
すごい。パドリング一つとっても、あのスムーズさは何を。どれだけ練習を積めば、あそこまでできるようになるの？
Nagiko murmured to herself excitedly as the pro made their way out into the open water. She's crazy fast. She made it to the open water in no time at all. It didn't come as a surprise that she stopped to wait for a good wave, but...
動いた！え、あの波を使うの？
It was the sort of wave amateurs like us would have shied away from, but the pro deliberately charged into it. She performed a takeoff in a fluid motion and transitioned into riding her board.
なんて安定感。やば！すごすぎ！
I will say that it is starting to like focus a bit too much on the surfing. Like, I understand why people got a bit upset about it. Like, the surfing was a very nice thing to like get them to interact in a way that wasn't like the norm for them. Like, get them out of their usual comfortable waters for a bit. Now it's starting to be a bit like too into it. Like, even just the sentence before, like 10 minutes per heat per person. What the fuck does per heat mean? Yeah, there, 10 minutes per heat per person. What the fuck does per heat mean?
速度の乗りもいいし。で、そこでバックフリップ？
うわー、すごー。
I really need to stop fucking around with the lighter. Like the driving school giving me this was probably the biggest mistake they could have made. Arson.
おいおい、爆中とかマジかよ。
The crowd cheered excitedly, all while the other surfers voiced their admiration. Same went for Nagiko. She watched professional surfers perform tricks in a daze. It was amazing. I wasn't referring to the pro though, my gaze remained fixed on Nagiko. There was no way I could possibly look away, especially not when her eyes were positively sparkling.
以上、プロによるエキシビジョンでした。皆様、難しい技を決めたプロの方たちに盛大な拍手をお願いします。
The exhibition was over in the blink of an eye. Nagiko was practically glowing when she turned towards me.
遠野、見たわよね。映像では散々見てきたけど、生で見ると全然迫力が違うわ。
Yeah, I agree.
私もあんな風になりたい。あんな技を繰り出してみんなを熱くさせたい。
If anyone could do it, it's you. Nagiko ought to be able to stir up the audience in the same fashion. Do you believe that?
さあ、そろそろ私たちの出番が来るわ。とにかく失敗して恥をかいてもいいから事故を起こさないこと。そして自分の今の精一杯を見せるわよ。
先輩がそう言うなら。はい、精一杯頑張ります。
All the participants were starting to head out into the water.
私たちの中で一番手は
私
よ。よし、頑張りなさい、響。私たちの青春をこの一瞬で見せつけるのよ。
おー、お兄ちゃん頑張れー。遠野先輩、そこっす。豪快に技を決めるっすよ。
I heard their encouraging cries among the audience's cheers. However, that was the one cheer I didn't have the confidence to live up to. You unruly horse! It's fine if a good wave happens to come in, but what point if I can't ride the wave? Ah!
おっと惜しい。遠野選手ワイプアウト。残念ながら海に落ちてしまいました。念のため救護班が回収に向かいますので慌てずお待ちください。
Wipe out, falling overboard. Unlike when he pulled back intentionally, this has a much higher probability of accidents occurring. Especially considering this was an amateur tournament and the hosts were coming to collect me. Couldn't pull it off. This was the extent of my ability at this time. All I could do was relax and float along the water's surface. Surely someone would come get me if I waited.
お疲れ、ユウ。お疲れ様でした。
What about the way I'd expected?
仕方ないだろ。俺たちは素人なんだから。
でも、遠野先輩は私たちの中では一番長く乗れてました。
Everyone from the youth collective came to welcome me as I got out of the water. Maybe may have been the longest, but not long enough to brag about.
でも、私は立てもしませんでしたから。私は波に押されて沖に出られませんでした。
俺は立って数秒で落ちたな。
どうせ私は海に入る直前で足を切ったわよ。直前でドクターストップをかけられて悪かったわね。
You don't have to worry about that.
そうですよ、小日向さん。大きな事故につながらなくてよかったです。まあ、それはそうなんだけどさ。言い出しっぺの私が一番最低の結果って。
The most important thing is it almost Senpai's turn? My turn had been later on among the general entrants. Nagiko's turn was even later than mine.
噂をすればってやつだな。
カイドウ先輩が出てきました。
Yeah, look towards the
さ
water.
あ次のエントリーは風見学園3年海道凪子選手だ。
Cheers grew louder the second her name was called out. This cheers came from...
もしかして道場の門下生が見てる？
This is a city festival, so it wouldn't shock me if they were here. Might be here to cheer for her since she is the heir to a popular dojo. Nagiko sat out into the ocean with their cheers of encouragement, giving her a push on the back.
しゃ
She paddled out of the open water and caught a well-timed wave. Then I immediately pulled myself upright.
よ
What
し
am I
まずは
overcoming
テイクオ
her?
フ
I
に
have
成
the
功ね
outgoing in her mind.
いい波これは幸先いいかも
It wasn't a hollow wave, one with a hollowed-out slope. If I had to say, it was a gentle wave with a heavy slope. Still, a fun board with relatively high buoyancy worked perfectly here. Again, what the fuck do either of these mean?
そういえばさっき稽古で聞き慣れた声援が聞こえた気がするけど多分気のせいよね道場のみんなにはこの大会のことは言ってないしてあ
Went from ups and downs to a cutback. I gradually gained speed, sharply turned my board, and accelerated even faster. I feel towards this current section of the game the same way I felt about the random ass baseball tournament in Kazuko's route in Majikoi original. Because it's also just like a case of, okay, I'm completely zoned out now. Like, as great as Majikoi is as a series, God, sometimes the first game can have random ass plot things that really drag on. Like, the worst part is that when that baseball bullshit was going on, I played Aokana at the same time, and so I couldn't help but compare, like, okay, so the way they did all the the fight scenes as well as the baseball in original Majikoi, and then fucking Aokana, you know?
よしまずは成功頑張れカイドウ先輩ファイト一発すよともうリツもひじりもあんなに声を上げて
Kind of embarrassing. But the sport made me happy all the same. This was an atmosphere that made me tense in a different sense from that of an Aikido demonstration.
ここ
Picked up momentum into straight air. I nailed a trick that was comprised of a single jump and somehow landed on the water.
おーすごいわよナギ素敵ですカイドウ先輩
I could hear Hibiki and Kashima loud and clear. Hibiki had been sulking until a few moments ago. It sounded like she had regained her footing. Her cheers were giving me strength.
ここまではまずまずだけどアマチュアでもこれくらいできてる人は数人いたのよねよっと
Then another cut back and checked the condition of the waves. And off the lip, I wasn't entirely confident I could pull that off. It'd be great if I could pull off something flashy like that, but my lack of experience with Boris's size was apparent. Especially when I was accustomed to short boards.
でももっと技を決めないと入賞は難しいか入賞するならもっと攻めないと
Based on the condition of the waves, I should be able to land one more
他
trick.
の人のミスを期待して無難に終わらせるのも一つの手だけど
You can do it, Nagiko! Loud voice carried over the waves. Since he had been calling me senpai in public, that was enough to make my heart skip a beat.
ヒュー
I was right. If I placed highly, then you and I. But when that thought crossed my mind, my face burned up even hotter.
ここで頑張っちゃうと言うと
Not the moment. Not the moment. Not the
あれ
moment.
だよねなんか私がエッチな感じに思われちゃいそうだけど
But I didn't want to lose. I wanted to live up to you's expectation to the best of my abilities.
そのことは後で考える一か八かいっけー
Went up and down repeatedly while gaining as much speed as possible. Then
おっとカイドウ選手飛んだエアリバース360だ高いこれは高いぞ
put all my effort into landing an aerial. I was unable to fully maintain my posture. Shortly after I landed, they had a major wipeout.
駆け抜け青春スパーキング。
Anyways, I suppose my guess was wrong.
せーの、ナギ優勝おめでと
Congratulations, senpai.
ありがとう。みんな、どうの？
It was the day after the beach festival surfing tournament. The youth collective was hosting a wrap-up party.
祝ってくれるのは嬉しいけど、5位入賞は逃しちゃったんだけどね。
でも、特別賞をもらったじゃない。
Most spectacular wipeout. That's right, senpai. Hold on. Since that air reverse at the end was so awesome.
はい。あんなに高いなんて驚きました。
Fucking Eurolobe is annoying me.
その直後に落ちてなければ誇れるんだけど。
Nagiko ended up wiping out. Even so, the judges gave her high marks for it. Although she didn't make it into the top 5, she had received a special reward as a result.
惜しかったっすよね。あそこで落ちなかったら5位に入ったのに。はい、つい声援に熱が入っちゃいました。
そうなんだ。最後の技を決めるとき、集中してたから聞こえてなかったんだよね。あ、でも、その前だったらバッチリ聞こえてた。聖や律の声も、響や鹿島の声も。それに、トーナの頑張れナギコってやつも。
Yeah, that. At that other reflex. Not to mention, I accidentally shouted Nagiko. Looking back on it, I called you Nagiko in public, huh? I was embarrassed when I realized it after the fact.
私も、波に乗りながら顔が熱くなってた。
っていうかさ、二人はいつまで私たちの前で呼び方を変えてるつもり？え？ナギなんてしょっちゅう言うって呼んでから呼び直してるじゃない。いい加減割り切っちゃえばいいのに。
そうっすね。ういういしいっすけど、少しじれったくも感じるっす。そう言われても。
She blushed and quickly glanced over at me. I was pretty sure my cheeks were red too.
そうだ。いいことをひらめきました。
お、なんすか、赤島先輩。
ちょっと耳を貸してください。カイドウ先輩もこちらへ。
私も？
あ、ユウは聞き耳立てちゃダメだからね。ほら、ナギは早くこっち。
Hibiki tugged Nagiko by the hand, and she was encircled by the other ladies. What's going on?
さあな、関わらない方がいいんじゃないか？女子の群れとか。クワバラ。
That was itchy, I don't know why. Didn't have a change. Even so, I was curious what ideas Viki and Kashima were putting in her head.
何を言って！カイドウ先輩、声をもっと落として。お兄ちゃんたちに聞こえちゃいますから。
わかった。でもそんな。
I could occasionally catch tidbits of what she was saying. It wasn't enough to parse together what they were talking about. Also, by the way, I ended the last part early because I thought the tournament was gonna take a little longer. So much for that! God, I feel like a fucking moron now. Good to see the Nagi's face.
ま、こっちはこっちで楽しもうぜ。ほら、親友もジュースを飲めよ。
No, thanks. They'll probably come to talk to us if anything pressing came up. Man, now calling each other by names in public. Maybe I should be the one to pull the trigger. Need to drop the embarrassing remarks too.
今日の活動もこれで終わりね。
お疲れ様っす。
Thanks for being here. All we did was fool around though.
青春する部なんだから当たり前でしょ？むしろまだ遊び足りないくらいよ。そうですね。いっそのこと、お泊まり会をしてもいいかもしれません。それよ！やるわよ！お泊まり会！
Listen, Hibiki. She certainly was capricious. Respect her ability to act on impulse, but...
では、皆さん私のお家に来ませんか？急な来客でも問題ありません。
Wait, Kashima. Are you being serious?
もちろんです。遠野くんもいらっしゃいますか？
Obviously can't. I was naturally reluctant to stay over at a girl's house.
俺も遠慮するよ。正直ゾッとするからな。
まあ、男子はそうでしょうね。しおりやりつ、ひじりさんたちはどうする？私は参加する。では、私も参加することに
This
し
is
ま
a
す。
setup. They're going to make sure that Yu's house is empty so she can head over there.
参加したいのは山々なんすけど、自分は今日は遠慮しておくっす。
わかりました。それで、カイドウ先輩は？
私は合気道の稽古があるし、やめておこうかなって思うんだけど。
そう。残念だけど仕方ないわね。
ええ、残念だけどね。
Vicky Naga's brief exchange seemed strange.
お兄ちゃん、
Yeah, what is it, Jitsu?
そういうことだから、私は鹿島先輩のところにお泊まりするね。
Got it. Have lots of fun.
お兄ちゃんこそ。
Me too.
行ってきまーす。ゆう、ひじりさん、悪いけど戸締まりは頼むわね。
また明日っす。
Everyone taking part in the swimmer party took off together.
じゃ、俺ももう帰るな。
Sure. See you later, Shinji. Part of ways with Shinji as well.
東野先輩とカイドウ先輩も先にいいっすよ。戸締まりは自分がやっておくので。そうじゃあ、遠慮なく。行きましょう。ゆう。
Yeah? What's going on? I feel like the stage had been set for me. I've been feeling incredibly uneasy. Despite those anxieties, Nagiko and I made our way off the campus.
お待たせ、ゆう。
Nah, I only just got him herself. You sure though? Got you at Aikido practice. We met up at the station after getting changed to our street clothes. We decided to go on a date.
そっちはデート後でもやれるから。ほら、鹿島の家に泊まると、今晩も明朝も稽古する時間が取れないでしょ？
Oh, is that right?
そうなの？ほら、ゆう。
Oh! She grappled onto my arm.
ここで問答してても仕方ないでしょ？どこか別のところに行きましょう。それに、少しでも、ゆうとの二人きりの時間を無駄にしたくないし。
Nagiko, she was right. There's no need to sweat the small stuff. Got it. Where do you want to go?
ゆうの部屋がいい。
What?
今日、リツはいないんでしょ？だから確実に二人きりになれるし。
Yeah, I need to stay over touch, but finally recognized what felt so out of place. It has all been set up. Nagiko, is that what you and all the girls talked about back at the clubroom? Her face grew hot right before my very eyes. Looks like I'd hit the nail right on the head. Oh, they're sticking their nose into our business. Sure, we don't refer to each other by our names in public. I'd imagine they're getting impatient about our relationship.
みんなにいろいろ言われて、私ももう少し積極的に行かないとって思って。
Considering how she was acting, sure, they really must have put a lot of ideas in her head.
それに、あの約束、サーフィン大会で入賞したらって。特別賞だったけど、それでも入賞は入賞だから。
She gripped onto my arm a little tighter. It made the sensation feel strangely graphic to me. This probably isn't the sort of discussion we should be having here. Would you like to come back to my place? She nodded her head gently up and down. I could feel the harsh rapping of Nagiko's heartbeat against my arm. Now, my heart felt like it was going to jump out of my chest, which made it all the more difficult to breathe. Come in.
お邪魔します。
Oh, he's gonna be coming in her if you know what I mean. I crave death, did you know that? Sun was starting to set. I was alone with Nagiko in a big empty house.
早速する
No, hold up a sec. I do want to though, but jumping right into it the second we get to my room was kind of...
ごめん私初めてだからどのタイミングがいいのかわからないし
I mean, yeah, it's not like I have any experience with this either. What do people do in these moments? By the way, what did Hibiki and the other girls say to you?
人前で名前呼びできないのはまだ距離があるからだってだからもっと距離を詰めればいいってそのためにエッチをするのが一番だって力説された
This does imply that even Kasha was just like, yeah, you know what, I agree with the rest, you should just bang. Like, which is not at all what you expect out of Kashima. Because like, I feel like you would at least, when she reacted that strongly and Ritsu had to like calm her down, else the main character here is Kashima had no reaction whatsoever. So she is completely comfortable standing in a circle with the other girls, being like, you know what, I agree with Hibiki, you should fuck. They talked about that in the club room? Is that why they decided to have a slumber party? Was to give us some time alone?
いつも家にいる率が開白する理由になるし
Those girls. Nah, that wasn't how I should react. Was this our fault for using surnames while we were out in public? That we're likely concerned for the evident lack of intimacy.
私としては約束もあったし覚悟はできてるから
Nagiko wouldn't be much of a man if we were to chicken out now, especially when they were all set all of this up for me. Sorry, Nagiko. To be honest, I'm the one who should have invited you over first. Closed the gap between us and gently pulled her towards me. Nagiko, I love you.
私も好きユウ
Nagiko nestled in my arms and softly brushed my lips against hers. Kissing sounds. Okay, never mind, we're still safe for now.
もっとユウが欲しいの
My heart spasmed at the hungry look in her eyes when she looked up at me. Okay, it's just more smooches.
キスすごいね唇をくっつけてるだけで頭とろけちゃってもっと求められたいってユウと一つになりたいってそんなこと思っちゃってる
Nagiko's face was completely flushed and her entire body was practically on fire. And I felt the exact same way. I want you to, Nagiko.
しちゃうのよねどうなっちゃうんだろう不安だけど私はずっとユウとしたいと思ってたからだからいいよ来てユウ
Yeah. And our lips came into contact once more and our bodies became entangled on top of the mattress. Okay, this is technically still fine to show. I will show this for a second, and then get rid of it again, and then pause the recording.
駆け抜け青春スパー
You could hear it based on the music. Had to make sure to get the pose.
キングよっと
They did the do. She did have a very nice pair of black underwear. That was a very, very nice looking pair. Very much suited her. Anyways, Nagiko rolled the dice and moved her game piece the equivalent number of spaces.
ユウ チャンスのマスに止まったからカード取ってもらえる？
Got it. Here, Nagiko. Draw a card and pass it over to Nagiko as instructed.
うん、ありがとう。
Oh. When I handed her the card, our fingers naturally collided. It was a simple feather-like touch, yet a bittersweet tingle welled up inside of me.
昨日までよりも明らかに距離が近いっすよね。お互いに意識しまくりっすし。指ちょんだけであれっすよ。マイ兄が大人の階段を登っちゃったよ。
The entire club room knows they fucked. That's the worst part. Because of how this was set up. The entire club room knows that he blew Nagiko's back out last night.
大人の階段？
ちょっと何言ってんの？
Now we can hear you, right?
聞こえるように言ってるんだから当然じゃない。まったくもう世話の焼けるいとこを持つと大変だわ。そうそう、世話の焼ける兄もいてごめんね。
I was ashamed.
まあ別にいいけどね。こっちはこっちで楽しかったし。鹿島先輩のお部屋すっごく可愛かったです。
ありがとうございます。急に決まった話なのでお掃除が行き届いてなかったのですが、でも皆さんに楽しんでもらえてよかったです。
And apparently all had a great time at the sleepover at Kajima's place. Oddly enough that I'd taken a bit of a load off my mind.
できればまたこのような機会があればいいんですけど。
じゃあ次は私の家でお泊まり会しましょう。賛成！小日向先輩がそう言うなら私も賛成です。
その時は私も気合を入れて参加します。
We started making plans for future sleepover.
まあお泊まり会もいいけど今は先輩たちのことっすよ。
はい、お二人の仲が無事に進展したようでよかったです。
そうよね。見ていてすっごくじれったかったし、カイドウ先輩の背中を押した甲斐があったっす。
なんかすごい恥ずかしいけど、ありがとうね、みんな。おかげでユウともっと深いところで分かり合えた気がするわ。
Nagiko bashfully touched my elbow with her hand, and then she leaned in against me. Nagiko.
ユウ。
Our fingers naturally threaded together, and we gazed lovingly into each other's eyes.
はい、ストップ！イチャイチャするのはいいけど、妹の私に見せつけないで。
Yeah, sorry.
まったくもう。今日のお兄ちゃんとカイドウ先輩は見てるだけで胸焼きしちゃうよ。ああ、その気持ちすごいわかる。正直に言ってごちそうさまって感じよね。
見てるとこちらまで恥ずかしくなってきそうです。
バカップル？そう、それ。身内がバカップル化するとこんなに胸焼けするのね。
Wait. Isn't that a little harsh? There's no way we were that bad, right?
当の先輩は本気で言ってるんすか？イチャついてる自覚がないわけじゃないっすよね。
What do you mean?
だってねえ。お兄ちゃん、それはさすがにちょっと。
あれだけ熱々なところを見せつけられましたから、それはないと思います。
We were that blatant? But...
言い訳は無用っす。ちょっと指が触れただけで見つめ合ったり、通じ合ってるっぽい感じで笑い合ったり、完全にバカップルじゃないっすか。
I was at a loss for words. It wasn't like I was trying to show off, but it was possible I had gotten swept up in the moment and had forgotten where I was.
ごめん。
いえ、謝られるとこっちが惨めになるっすから。そうね。 独り身にはちょっと目に毒だわ。
Was that a barbarian? That's how you feel? That's how you all feel? I'm being a standard personally. At transition to calling each other to our first names, even in public. However, it appeared we need to exercise some semblance of self-control. That seemed like getting a priorities back in its own right, if you ask me, though.
Oh, you, ポテチ食べる?
Oh yeah, if you don't mind.
わかった。じゃあ。はい。して。
Yeah, at this point you are excessively flirting. Delicious.
そうよかった。じゃあもう一つ。ってまたナチュラルにイチャついてるっす。
うわー、これは予想してたのを振り切っちゃってるわね。あのナギがこんな風になっちゃうなんて。
お兄ちゃんのあんな様子も初めて見たよ。
恋をすると男性も女性も変わるということでしょうか。ねえ、ユウ、私たちってそんなにイチャイチャしてる？
I don't think we're being that overt about it. We weren't kissing in front of them or anything. Nor was she letting me use her lap as a pillow.
先輩、さっきからずっと手をつなぎっぱなしです。
Panicked to let go of her hand. Hadn't noticed whatsoever. Wait. When did I started holding her hand?
めちゃくちゃ恥ずかしい。
ああ、もう。ほんと、女って男で変わるのね。あんなにウブで奥手だったナギが、人目をはばからずにイチャつくようになるんだから。
響き、言わないで。
Nagiko squirmed in her seat, her face flushed a dark shade of red.
まあ、バカップルのことは横に置いといて。
横に置くのですか？
そうっす。相手にしてると心に傷を負いそうっすし。
Is that a little extreme?
まあまあ、当の先輩落ち着くっす。それでなんすけど、そろそろ別のことでもしないっすか？
別のこと？
I'm in the middle of a board game. Got so engrossed in conversation that I've been put on hold. Yeah, I've been playing a real estate-based game where you try to drive your opponents to bankruptcy. Could collect money from your opponents when they landed on a property space that you purchased.
これ、もう勝負ついたも同然じゃないっすか。先輩たちのこのエリアのホテル通り、泊まった時点で全員破産っすよ。
確かに、ナギとユーペアのホテル通りはやばいわね。ちなみに、さっきのチャンスカードは何だったの？
5のマスへ進むね。
私としおりちゃんの住宅街を飛び越えて行っちゃうの？お兄ちゃんたちからの収入を期待してたのに。
私たちは次のターンで破産しそうです。
これから遠野くんとカイドウ先輩のホテル街に差し掛かるんですね。サイコロ次第ですけど、5割の確率で破産ですか。
They're playing Monopoly and they are holding the Monopoly. As an aside, Kashima was the banker, and both Hibiki and Hijide had already gone bankrupt. Yeah, the game is practically over already.
連続して修繕費のカードを引いたらわからないけど、その前にリツとヒイラギペアも破産しちゃいそうね。ということで別の何かを提案するっす。せっかくなので外で体を動かすのはどうっすかね。
そうね。いい天気だし、室内でゲームばっかりじゃもったいないか。
それではあれはどうですか？この前カイドウ先輩が見せてくれたサーフスケートでしたっけ？
By the way, I actually got River City Girls 2 for a steal yesterday because it's currently on sale for 50% off. And oh wow, I'm playing it multiplayer with Kira and Yuri, and wow, I should have not been the host for this. Like when I am also involved, I tend to be the host because when I am involved, because like they usually have their own game that the two of them are already going on, and it's essentially a case of like whenever I am here with only one of them or both of them, we go for that one. That was a mistake in this case because every input has a solid millisecond of input delay. I really need to put away the fucking lighter. God fucking damn it!
せっかくサーフィンの大会に出たわけですし、もう少し上手になるように練習したいです。それもいいわね。よし、全員で外へ行こうよ。
I wonder if the Nagiko-Route answered on Hideki's command. There was as energetic as ever. Why don't we go with him?
そうね。
The others got ready to make their way outside. Nagiko and I joined hands and followed our lead outside. Outdoors. Not outside, outdoors.
これ難しいです。怖がって足元見てると余計にバランス崩すから。難しいと思うけれど、視線上げて。わかってますけど。
Kashima was about to wipe out, but I managed to catch her in time.
ありがとうございます、遠野くん。
You're welcome. Try to be more careful, okay? You don't have any protective gear on.
そうよ、鹿島。転んだら怪我をしちゃうんだから。あざくらいならいいけど、ベロって膝をすりむくわよ。
そうですね。気をつけます。
それと、ユウもいつまでも鹿島にくっついてないで離れる。
Ah! Hey, I get it already. Don't tug so hard. She hooked my arm and pulled me firmly. Then she tore me away from Kashima.
もう、またナギが嫉妬してる。
別にそういうわけじゃ。
本当にない？誓ってそう言える
Nagiko was left speechless and looked away.
カイドウ先輩はわかりやすいですね。目は口ほどに物を言うってやつですね。
そんなことより、次は誰がサーフスケートに乗るの？
Nagiko blushed brightly and dodged the topic. I wonder when the random ass dude, like, taking a picture of her in the park during the skate surfing is gonna come up. Because they did not just randomly put that dude in there. Like, someone obviously took a snapshot without their permission. And that has got to come back to bite them in the ass somehow. Yes. Oh, and did I read the other one? Nagiko blushed brightly and dodged the topic. The other smiled at Nagiko's blatant embarrassment.
ちょっといいっすか、遠野先輩。
What is it?
これ、ちょっと見てほしいんす。
Sure. He just turned the phone screen towards me. A video, I assume? Wait, is this Nagiko?
そうみたいっす。一つは自分が上げた動画っすけど。
I thought you deleted it.
もちろん消したっすよ。でも、いつの間にか誰かにコピーされてたみたいっすね。まあ、こちらは申請して削除してもらうっす。問題は他の2つの動画なんすよね。
What do you mean other two? Finally dawned on me. One video was from my day with Nagi when she rode on the skateboard in front of the kids in the park. The second video was from the surfing tournament the other day.
一つは自分は心当たりない動画っすけど、こっちの大会のはスポンサー動画なんすよ。
Oh, I see. I think what there were videos put out about the high-ranking prize winners. I believe one of the main points of the tournament was to encourage community engagement. If that's all it was, then it wasn't really an issue. It's really racking up a lot of views.
コメントもすごいっすよ。謎のスーパー女子学生現る。この動画に出てるのって同一人物だよね。すげえ可愛いじゃん。などなど。
Well, Suji is an incredibly beautiful surfer. It only made sense that she would go viral.
これ、どうしたらいいっすかね。
There's not much we can do other than keep an eye on things and see how it plays out. Don't want to worry Nagiko, but it'll be too late if we wait until something happens, so let's look for a good opportunity to talk to her about it.
お願いするっす。自分は勝手に使われてる動画を通報しとくんで。
Yeah, please do. Adios, huh? How's this gonna pan out? It was nice to see Nagiko getting the recognition she deserved, but it left me with mixed feelings. How is it that the moment I bring it up again,
駆け抜け青春スパーキング
how is it that the moment I bring it up again, they immediately fucking
はい
raise
ユウ
that as a prop? God fucking damn it, Nagiko. Keep yourself on fucking control. Like, how is it that the moment I bring it up, like, this is gonna bite them in the ass, it immediately bites them in the ass? Bitch, Bitch, call me Absol because I fucking predicted disasters. Anyways, we're gonna end the video for today. Do not take these short videos as a sign of me not enjoying the round. I very much am enjoying the game. It's just that I'm getting used to these shorter videos at this point. It's just like they're like a lot nicer for me to record at this point. I know some people are very sad that I don't crack it out 3 hours a day anymore. But I get old. But I'm getting older, you know. Time is harsh. Says the 24-year-old. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. See you next time. Bye bye.